What's up, friends? This is Jazz bringing you another For Better or For Worse vlog. These ones are from November 3rd, 1990 and August 4th, 92. So, the first one is going to be about how Annie brings over baby clothes for Ellie, and she's saying that I brought over a box of baby and maternity clothes I thought you would use, and she's thanking Annie, saying, Annie, how sweet of you. And she also brought over Leah's old crib, like Annie's daughter Leah's old crib, and which has a changing station, right, because Leah's too big for it. And Ellie's just like, you've been so generous, Annie. You've brought me books and toys and blankets. Are you sure you won't be needing any of these things? And here's the best part, guys, the punchline that Annie says. Believe me, Al, at this stage of the game, it's better to give than to conceive. Get it? It's better to give all the stuff away than to have another baby at this stage of the game. So instead of the normal saying it's better to give than to receive, she said it's better to give than to conceive, which means that the process of having a baby is to conceive a baby. And Ellie's just, they're all kind of like, Ellie's at a point where she's happy about it, but she's like, why me, really? I have 2 school-aged kids. I thought I was finally getting my freedom, and whoops! There's another bun in the oven. I think they even got rid of their crib by the time Elizabeth was 4 or 5. So they did not expect the third surprise in their family. But personally, I think I really like this one because Annie Nicholas, I think is her last name, always has the best punchlines, and she's a really good character in general. And sad to say that later on in the series, she's not as a frequent character. In fact, she's barely seen at all. Like, after April is 3 until Elizabeth's wedding, which is like a long time from there. But I enjoy the ones I see with Annie in it, and the one that shows her true sense of humor, and she's a good friend and a good neighbor. And I'll beg you to check this one out. Okay, again, the next one is from August 4th of 1992, and it's about Ellie coming home from a trip, I guess maybe to help the grandparents move, maybe, is my guess. And Elizabeth is saying, look, April, Mom's home, and April gets all excited, but at this point she's probably 1.5 years, almost 2, and Elizabeth's like, wait, let her put down her suitcase, and she's like, Mom, and then she jumps right to Ellie's arm saying, Mama, and then Ellie is thinking, sometimes it's the smallest arms that give you the biggest hugs, and this is just a cute one. It's a break from all the drama, if there's any in there. I mean, there is drama later on, but it's one of those sweet little moments. And it also shows that kids grow up too fast. This is when April was a very young kid, a baby, not even 3, right? And April evolves into a character, more of a character, much later in the series. So it shows her in her sweet, innocent time. And oh, don't worry, she's not a bad person. She's always nice and considerate, right? But it, like all kids' innocent phase. It shows one of all kids' innocent phase. Too bad we never saw Michael's. But then again, I guess even Elizabeth had her moments as a baby, that she wasn't so sweet and innocent. But I guess when you think about it, you only have a 5-year-old to compare to back then, where all the people are adults, almost, to April. So, because even Elizabeth is like almost 8 years older than her at that point, right? So, unlike Michael and Elizabeth, who had been 5 years apart, where they could have a rivalry going on and Elizabeth causing problems for Michael, right? Like, Elizabeth, at that point of the game, is a little bit too old to take any problems from an actual infant baby. So there's really no rivalry going on. So she may cause messes in that, but she doesn't cause huge dilemma sibling-wise. And it's more a sweet, peaceful time with April, right? And it just goes to show you, compared to older kids and older adults, how sweet and innocent babies actually are. And what is it? What is the word I'm trying to think about? Like when you could carve a young one's mind, they're impressionable. That's what I was trying to think of, how young ones, as young as a year and a half, and like to 3 maybe, are very impressionable and sweet kids. And if the adults and older kids in their life show negative behavior, then they would grasp on that behavior. But at that time, April is sweet and innocent, has not been tainted at all with any bad influence, right? And I just love seeing those sweet moments. Wait until my next video where I'm going to cover a few of my favorite ones. Well, not a favorite, one of my favorite ones, points in the series anyway. And it's going to be a character I really love. I will see you in the next video.